What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate those of you that were hanging out waiting on the stream to start. For those of you watching the replay, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on all notifications so you get notified whenever we do these live chats and you take part in it. So we are going to be discussing the new formula released as of today or yesterday, I don't remember, of Manhattan. Haven't opened it yet. I have an older bottle. Way before Niles changed the presentation. Get that to focus. We got a little bit of a dent in it. You know, I've worn it many times. This is back when he had magnetic caps. So, but the bottles were basic, whereas his newer bottles are way nicer. So, according to what he told me, the opening's a little bit different. He didn't go into detail, but I mean, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison. I just want to see what the differences actually are. So, before we dive into that, today's scent of the day, fashionable French Riviera. This is Riviera Eau de Parfum. Finally put it in the rotation. Been meaning to wear it. As soon as I walked out the room after about 20 minutes after I sprayed, wife said, "Ooh, you smell really nice." So, blue fragrance stuff. It's basically the most simple way I can try to give you a comparison is a spicier Versace Dylan Blue. Not exactly that, but that's what it most resembles to me, would be a spicier Versace Dylan Blue. So you see this one out at the rack stores, $20. $20 I paid for this at Ross Dress for Less. Don't hesitate if you like blue fragrances. It's a great $20 pickup, in my opinion. So let's see who's doing what, where, when, and why. Wearing 1 million Parfum with AC here in Orlando. Heaven, in my opinion. Ready for another great live stream. Well, I appreciate it, Frank. It should be a good one. Spencer's in the house. Wearing 1 million Privé, a different 1 million flanker with the AC cranked up. All right, 10-4. Wearing Mercedes-Benz Eau de Toilette. Such a good fragrance. Does not get any love outside of me. I don't really think anybody else has ever given it any love. Nick, what's going on? Gang's all here wearing my Sony Wave. Excellent choice. Joel, good to see you. Wow, caught this live again. Evening from the UK. Hakeem, good to see you. So this is the regular schedule. So next week, I wanted to let you guys know. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 p.m. Central is the live schedule moving forward. Next week's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to be driving to Louisiana next Thursday. So I'll do streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because there's not going to be a Thursday and Friday stream. So I'll replace Thursday and Friday with a Wednesday. So we'll have 3 days in a row of streams next week and then no Thursday and Friday because travel schedule that comes up from time to time obviously will alter the live stream schedule. The recorded videos, that schedule doesn't change. That's been the same for a long time now. But live streams are going to be a little different next week. I saw your post. I actually liked that. Was on IG. I liked your post a few minutes ago, in fact. Good afternoon to you as well, Mikey. Montrese is in the house. Yeah, Stan, wrong channel. That's Juan's thing. But shout outs to Juan. Let's see. What's going on, Randy? Wearing the OG Cedrat Boisé today. Excellent choice. One of the GOATs. I agree. 504 Lefties wearing Le Male Eau Fraiche Superman. I wish I had Popeye or Superman. I believe they're the same fragrance, right? I wish I had either one of them. How are you? Let's see. Wearing City Rhythm St. John. That's a good one. That's literally right here. It's featured in an upcoming video. It's right here. This is such a goodie. Guava Bomb. Bunch of guava, pineapple, coconut. It's great. Niles did great with that one. Damn, it smells good in the chat. Wearing Banana Republic's Metal Rain. That's a good one. Dino, what's going on? Wearing Just Jack Amalfi Coast. Musk Ravageur. Okay. Frederick Mall. Luna Rosa Eau Sport. That doesn't get any love, Tyson. It's super, super fresh. Great for a crazy hot day. Wearing Coffee Break. Maison Margiela. I smell like $1 million today. Enigma Parfum Cologne. That you do, sir. That you most certainly do. Cryptic Figure. Good to see you. Scent of the day, Black Bold by Kenneth Cole. The line is starting to become underrated, in my opinion, after a few pickups. That's fair. And you can always find them pretty easily. Kenneth Cole fragrances are in abundance all over the place. They're affordable, and they're solid cheapies. You really can't go wrong with any Kenneth Cole fragrance. I don't think a bad one exists, to be honest with you. I haven't smelled them all. The copper one and Black Bold, like you're talking about, I haven't smelled those, but I'm sure they're good. Alhambra's Brilliant Oud with Mahir Black. Haven't tried either of those. Ishmael. So we'll wait a few more minutes. We'll get to about the 10-minute mark, and then we'll dive into this. So it's a very targeted topic on an independent niche fragrance. So I don't expect a massive crowd. I figured it would be a more intimate crowd for the most part. That's fine. I still wanted to do this live. So I appreciate the 50 of you that are here so far. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Of course, as per usual, we have about half the likes and viewers. But if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up for me, guys. Tahitian waters. I wore that not that long ago. That's good stuff. Leather tobacco's on the way. For my climate, it's terrible right now, but wintertime, home run. Light blue Italian love. I just featured that. What? Oh, that video. I got to edit that video. It's a video I filmed earlier. That's a all season daytime fragrance video. I got 2 for each, a designer and a niche for each season. So 8 fragrances, 4 seasons. And that was the choice for the summertime designer for daytime. That video will be out Monday. I think that'll be Monday's video. Yeah, because tomorrow's that tag video. Sunday is going to be the rotation. Yeah, that'll be Monday. So yeah, Monday's video features it. ATH Supernova, Ross. Close enough. There we go. Heard someone say Kenzo Ohm EDP smells like Aquatic Armani Code. Armani Code's not really a leathery fragrance. Not really. I don't really agree with that. But everybody interprets things differently. Yeah, it's winter here, man. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes total sense why you're going after leather tobacco then. Can't wait for the cooler months, scents and overcoats. So I just left cool hoodie weather like 6 months out the year, which I've been wearing a hoodie to the gym every day, sweating my ass off in it. I really sweat today because it was shoulders and traps today. So majority of my workout was done in the pit, that non-air conditioned out warehouse outside. Cool, man, soaking wet. I love it. I love that hardcore atmosphere. Besides the original, the limited edition Parfum is my favorite version. The only one I haven't tried, I'm assuming you mean the Intense Man flankers, because Club de Nuit, that goes beyond the Aventus smelling ones. That's like 10 fragrances, or maybe even more than that. But actually, yeah, it's more than 10. But as far as Club de Nuit Intense Man, my favorite version is limited edition Parfum. The only one I haven't tried is the Eau de Parfum and the oil, the pure oil. Eros Flame or Reserve Privé. Ooh, that's tough. So I have to explain why, because people are going to call it blasphemy when I pick Eros Flame. But Eros Flame offers more wearability in more situations and more seasons than Reserve Privé. So that's why I would pick it. Now, if you were being more situational with the question, then Reserve Privé would be a clear winner here. But since there's no objective for situation, I'm going to assume just overall choice. So overall, I look at versatility, and Eros Flame is a more versatile fragrance. So I would pick that. Some people are kind of, I have to explain it because people, I can't believe you wouldn't pick the Boozy Iris. Yeah, it's phenomenal. But if I'm picking one that we just wear all the time, Eros Flame is a better choice for that. I'm in Arizona, so I feel you. So one more minute, and we'll go ahead and dive into it. We're almost at that point. Give people another minute to jump in before we dive into this topic. Interested in new formula, genre parfums, Italian Spritzer. I like that name. Tom Ford Venetian Bergamot. I'd like to try that. Uncle Buck for the weather right now. Eros Flame. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we're talking cooler weather or evenings, yeah, Reserve Privé is the clear winner there. But if we're just talking anytime, Eros Flame is going to be the better choice. I've seen your haul video. I'm assuming you mean the newest one because I got a lot of haul videos. But I'm curious, any more thoughts and opinions on Club Extreme? They'll say, yeah, that's an old haul. No, it's terrible season, so I'm not wearing it. Terrible timing. I bought it because it was easy to get, and it's discontinued. And now it's sold out, I think, at Fragrance Buy, and God knows if it'll come around for that price again since it's discontinued. So I bought it at the start of summer. It's not a summer fragrance. So, no, I have not sprayed it a single time since, and it's going to be at least 2 more months before I even think about spraying it again. So, yeah, 0 additional sprays since that. I buy when the time is right, not necessarily when it's seasonally appropriate. So I buy when it's the best situation for me to buy, and that's what that was for that. It's way out of season. It's not a summer fragrance. That's not something to wear for the summer. Parlin Rosa O Sport's a lovely fragrance, but man, serious performance issues. If someone says it lasts only 30 minutes, I'd truly believe them. I would not. I usually wear it to the gym. It's only like a 2 or 3 hour fragrance. Yes, that's believable. With 30 minutes, no. It's none of the Prada does not make a 30-minute longevity fragrance. Most companies don't. Now, if you can't smell it after 30 minutes, that's you. Your nose is the variable, and your level of olfactory fatigue. But no, it's not a 30 minutes and it's gone. I'm sure that's somewhere on Fragrantica or something. Somebody's probably said it about the fragrance, but it's so inherently fresh and airy that it's not going to last. To achieve that level of freshness, performance is always going to be sacrificed because you can't have a heavy base to get that level of freshness. That thing's super fresh. There's a ton of stuff, mainly like the Spice Bomb line. I'm always looking forward to wearing those. Scent of the day, sadly, excellent choice. Guerlain Neroli. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. I'm going to butcher it. Never tried it, though. I'm going to say screw it and blind buy Herod. I mean, it's not a tough blind buy. It's a really good, easy tobacco fragrance to wear. Good stuff. I'm sure you've heard mostly positivity over the years or anything you've read or heard about Herod. It's good stuff. Thanks for the input. I'm about to buy either, leaning more towards Flame. Just wanted to hear your take. So that's what it is. If you're looking for something that you're going to just wear on a regular basis, Flame. Eros Flame is a better choice. But if you're looking for something for the cooler months, Gentleman Reserve Privé. I cared way more than Carlisle, but I still think it's overpriced, even at discounters. What's going on, Adolfo? Wearing Dylan Blue. I'm wearing basically spicy Dylan Blue is how you can look at it with this. So back-to-back days, I went with some blues. I've been in blue mode. And, whoops, accidentally hit the camera. I wore this a couple of days ago, too. So, of course, I knocked this around. Of course, the wire is going to want to fight me now. There we go. So, all right, let's go ahead and dive into this. 90% of people who complain about longevity went nose blind. Fact. Not opinion. Fact. I agree. Amari, how are you? And at Amari's comment is where we'll stop. And we'll go ahead and dive into this. I'm assuming Niles is watching. Niles, feel free to make your presence known in the chat. If you are, he shared the post earlier, so I know he knows about it. But let's take a look at the bottle first before we dive into it. I mean, he hasn't changed the presentation. Versus my old bottle, yeah, he's changed the presentation. Always comes with the note card, glossy print, just with the story. I mean, artistry, guys. So, ooh, it's not blue anymore. It's not blue. I didn't see that coming. It's not blue. There's no dye. But I love these bottles. It's got that mountain at the top, and it usually reflects whatever the color of the juice is. And his caps are fantastic, and the atomizers are pressurized now. Beautiful. Still smells like Manhattan to me. So obviously this is what the juice looked like before, and it's actually darker. It used to be a brighter blue. This is more of a turquoise color now. It's changed as it's macerated and mature because this bottle's like 2 years old. So this is the older style presentation. So the newer versions were a brighter blue, like that were previously in this bottle. This is a new formula, not just the newer bottle. Wow, strong. It's still just floating in the air. So there he is. Just got in. So there you go. He's in the house. So perfect timing. Reminds me of the Roger Parfum's Manhattan presentation. So it doesn't smell like that, though. I have Manhattan. That's beautiful. That's kind of like Tobacco Vanille. Much deeper. I think it's much better than Tobacco Vanille personally. It's fresher overall, a little bit sweeter, not as spicy. But as far as Roger Parfum's Manhattan, but I get where you're coming from because the landscape, the theme, it's the same city, you know. So I'm with you on that. Totally understand. Because, yeah, he even changed it on the plate to where it shows skyscraper in Manhattan. So I see what you mean. Like the plate will remind you of it, but the scent profile's definitely not the same. So let's give the old one a nice little spray. See, big difference in atomizer. I can tell you just out in the air, this is a little bit more leafy, tobacco heavy. And then I guess we'll do them around the same time. I love the pressurized atomizer. Paintbrush. I always call it paintbrushing when you just go across. I tell you, this is fresher. This lingers more, but it's still fresher just from the sprays in the air. So we'll give them a second, but super high oil concentration. My hands are drenched in fragrance oils. So we have the old formula from about 2 years ago here. This bottle that used to be a brighter blue is now more of a dirty turquoise. And then on the left hand with the watch hand, just remember watch hand is the new formula clear juice. So I don't get a lot of violet leaf, just a little hit of it because I know violet leaf was in the original formula. I don't have the notes for the original formula. I threw that card away when I threw the boxes away. Nice dose of spice. It's more of a leafy aromatic tobacco, almost like a green herbal type of feel to it in the top versus the new one. Something's changed here. What is that? It's a juicy bergamot. Oh, I'm seeing what he says. Indeed, fresher, but gets darker as it dries. So it develops more, basically. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah, this Manhattan came out like a year before Roger Parfum's version. But I can tell you right now, the opening is way better. Way better. I get a lot more bergamot. Niles, correct me if I'm wrong. Is bergamot in the top of the old formula? Because it's noticeably dense, juicy, almost dill vinegar-like that dill pickle feel a little bit that you get from certain bergamots, these more natural bergamot oils. That's kind of that type of juiciness I get here, a little bitter green bergamot juice. Distinctive versus this. Yeah, this is more aromatic tobacco forward. This gives me a lot more citrus at the top. Way fresher at the top. Way fresher. Definitely more refined. And yes, there's bergamot. Okay, so the bergamot in here does not come across the way the bergamot in here comes across. This is inherently fresher at the top. It's juicier. I guess that's where all that airy freshness that was lingering when I was just spraying in the air. That's what I was getting, apparently. It's more distinctive on skin, obviously. So much fresher. This is a little bit more spicy and earthy. This is more fresh and spicy. This is a little bit more warm and spicy at the top. Obviously, the freshness makes this a fresher spice. A little metallic. Not so much. A little bit, but this is a bit more metallic. I think that's the biggest difference is the opening has freshened. I doubt the note breakdown has changed drastically, if at all. But this is distinctively fresher and a bit more watery and metallic. Whereas they both smell like the same fragrance. It does smell like a reformulation, but note that when I say the word reformulation, it's still 50% oil concentration. So don't fear any performance issues, guys. It's still 50% oil concentration. Where would you place in performance open road to the other Coach fragrances? So we're not discussing anything that's not these at the moment. So as far as stuff like that, if you don't mind, hold those questions for after we get through the topic, because I don't want to get started on something that has nothing to do with what we're currently discussing. Just hold your question to them. Don't forget, because I want to answer it just later, later in a little while. Whew, my nose is going to wear out because these are strong, guys. It's a little bit of a thick, resinous, slight sweetness to this one. Whereas this hasn't changed much. It's pretty much still the same. This is starting to develop a little bit. It's only been 2 minutes, so I can't expect a lot of development here, but this is starting to change a little bit. So we'll give that a moment and let them settle down a little bit. because just sitting here smelling for 20 minutes straight, I'm just going to wear my nose out and not get much change. So we'll let them develop a little bit and check with the chat a little bit here. So Kevin, good to see you. Mike, go Mikey. It's your birthday soon. We're going to party like that. Wear it in that Florida heat and see how it works. That's fair. That's fair. So I was planning on wearing St. John here within the next couple of days. I got it right here. It's in an upcoming video for Monday. That's why I have it handy. And I was debating on throwing it in the rotation because sniffing on it makes you want to wear it, you know? It's the same fragrance. When I talk about the reformulation here, the only noticeable difference to me is the opening's fresher and more metallic, and the bergamot jumps out more. But it's the same aroma. Like it's just like certain things are heightened about it. And when I say heightened, it doesn't take away from the strength, but it makes it more airy over. My hands are covered in oil. 50% oil concentration, guys. Let me angle it to where the light hits it. A lot of oil. I immediately get that leafy tobacco with the older formula, whereas it's slowly starting to fade into the aroma, like it's becoming more at the forefront with the new formula. It's starting to settle in nicely. A little spicier as it goes. Oh, shit. Since I'm letting it settle for a minute, I might as well answer these questions. Open road is kind of what and what with the other ones. Average performance. Average performance. So let's see. Leroy says, if I have Blue Electrique, do I need any of the line of wheat flankers? You don't need any more than one fragrance, honestly. But do you want more than that? I wanted more than that. So I mean, that's a very loaded question because it comes down to what you're looking for. Are you looking to have a large collection of fragrances, or are you looking to get 10 and stop? So I would need a little bit more information to weigh that in, because you're asking if you need that. Sin of the day, YSL Libra. Really? That's my wife's favorite fragrance. She's got like 2/3 of her bottles going. It's your birthday. Yeah, Joel, I think Sunday, right? Only spray on skin, but each of my city rhythms last on clothes until I wash. Beast mode. Well, yeah, it's super high oil concentration. You spray it on garments, I mean, that's going to stay forever and ever and ever. I mean, even it probably survives a wash because it's high oil concentration. The soul is definitely kept. I agree. I mean, it smells, it's the same fragrance, but fresher. This is inherently more earthy. The old formula is much more earthy. I like the refinement. The new formula is better. The new formula is better. I probably won't get any use out of this. I would say that this might be a little better for the cooler weather, though, because it is earthy. It's more earthy than this one. So this one will probably work better in my climate because it's fresher, more airy, while still having all that staying power and depth. It's weird because this is more earthy and this is deeper. Kind of weird how that works out. It's fresher but deeper than the more dense and earthy fragrance. St. John lasts forever, too. I even sprayed my house filter with it. I believe it. Yeah, all of Niall's fragrances perform great. All of them do. Had to ask. I knew you would only make it better. 10-4. 10-4. St. John is amazing. I agree. Absolutely. It's a chef's kiss. Fragrance Fraternity. So tomorrow the tag video comes out. I saw your video last night that you tagged me in. And while I was listening to you talk about your picks, I gathered my fragrances and I recorded after the video. So that video comes out tomorrow. Wearing Abercrombie & Fitch Away. I've never smelled that one. Burberry Weekend earlier, but my bottle's been gone for a while. I used to have a 30 ml bottle of that. Same day. Noted. Well, happy early birthday. I don't know if I'll talk to you guys on your birthdays or not. Eric, what's going on? Glad I catch some of the live. Headed to football practice. Sin of the day is Profondo. That's what I wore yesterday. That was yesterday's choice for me. Today, fashionable Riviera, back-to-back blue fragrance days. Can you recommend a fragrance with California summer evening vibe to it? Actually, from this house, yes, San Diego Pacific Sunset. Yep. It's funny that you ask. I have in-house recommendation from City Rhythm. City Rhythm Pacific Sunset. I would suggest checking out. And in fact, let's go ahead and pull the site up. And I know I have the card and everything, but let's look at the notes, shall we? So Manhattan new formula from $30 after pays an option. So 50 ml is 135, 100 ml is 175, 10 ml is $30, and TLTG family will save you 7%. It's in the description if you're interested. No, I do not get, it's not an affiliate link, but it is a code that's there for convenience for you guys. And you'll see when you look at the link, it's just the cityrhythmfragrance.com link. But top is bergamot, cinnamon, and violet leaf. The mids, tea, frankincense, myrrh, pimento, labdanum. The base is tobacco leaf, vanilla, vetiver, cedar. So that sweetness I'm getting must be the myrrh, because myrrh can come across a bit vanillic in certain fragrances. Certain myrrh oils will have a vanillic tone to them. And that's probably this sweetness that I'm getting. It is getting smokier, so frankincense makes sense. I really like what's been done here to transform the scent a bit. It has been improved, but it was not bad. It didn't need improvement. You wouldn't have thought. Let me put it this way: smelling this, you would have never thought it needed, like, it's, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. Like, what can you do to improve it? Well, it turns out you can freshen up and kind of make it a bit more metallic, the opening. And it does make it better. You don't lose the depth. You dial back a little bit of the earthiness so the lighter notes can shine more in the opening, is basically what happened here. Niles, correct me if I'm wrong. It smells like maybe you dialed back the tobacco leaf a little bit. Maybe some of the base was toned back a little bit to enhance the opening. Like, it smells like it's really been rebalanced more than anything else. I think it's excellent work personally. So, ton of product reviews, but one thing, let's go as far as that recommendation. Here it is. So you can get them with the shimmer. You can get them without the shimmer. I prefer them without the shimmer, but here you go. San Diego, same pricing. Yeah, everything's still the same price, but see, the shimmer in this juice is same natural mineral found on the glistening shores of San Diego. So City Rhythm pays tribute to the vibrant essence of San Diego by combining sweet aroma of ripe blood oranges, invigorating juniper berries, and refreshing sea salt. As this unfolds on the skin, it deepens with notes of almond, nutmeg, and jasmine carried by the gentle sea breeze and whispers of San Diego's white sand seashores. The grounding base of beechwood and ambergris harmonizes with a heart of warm vanilla, while the long-lasting extrate level of concentration ensures it will accompany you from a windswept ferry ride to an evening at your beloved seaside cafe. So it does have that breezy, by the beach, warm ambery feel. So sea breeze and beechwood are the most interesting notes about this, because it does have that salty sea breeze smell you guys hear me talk about from time to time. But even though amber specifically is not listed, it's ambergris and stuff like it does have this warm ambery feel with this salty sea breeze airiness. Until 2654 came out, it was my favorite, which that's a blend of Miami Tropical Seduction and San Diego. But if you're looking for specifically this scenario for the California evenings and stuff like that, I would say that you can't go wrong with the actual California City inspired fragrance that's literally named San Diego Pacific Sunset. It's absolutely perfect for your question. Hope that makes sense. I would suggest trying it. Those of us who have old form in Manhattan is worth having. I think so. I don't think it's necessary. If you have the old one, it's not so drastic that I say you have to buy it. Now, trying it, sure. If you have this, you don't necessarily need this. But if you don't have this, it is improved. It is a better formula. That's what I'll say. If you have it, I mean, honesty here is you don't need to have both. I don't need to have both. The reviewing side of it is why I have both. But if you don't have this, the new one's better. The new one's better. It's very smooth. It's a little bit smoother than the previous one. Yes, San Diego. There you go. And Tropical Confessions for those nice California evenings. Very creamy coconut. That's a beautiful fragrance too. The City Rhythm shipped to Canada. There you go. Ships worldwide. Yes, we adjusted the ratio. So that's all it comes down to, is just the formula's tweaked. without any addition or subtraction of oils. Basically, it's just a rebalancing. San Diego, all of his fragrances are a beast, guys. They're all beasts. They're all 50% oil concentration. I mean, this sheen I have is not going anywhere anytime soon. These are going to be here until I shower this evening. And they're still going to be pumping because I'll probably shower in the next 6 hours, and 6 hours ain't shit for his fragrances. So, Kevin Hill, good to see you. And you fragrance fans, hope everyone's doing great. I can't complain. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever from Montrese. Okay. I knew you'd be here. Indeed, Joel doesn't miss. He's pretty good. He finds time to make it to the live streams. Is the one EDP worth picking up or has it been played out? No such thing, in my opinion. It comes down to if you like how it smells. It's really irrelevant if the community or others tell you, oh, it's played out, it's dated, too many people have worn it. Don't look at it that way, because the same thing goes. Let's just use Sauvage, the most polarizing of all. There's some people that swear by that fragrance still, because they just like the way it smells. It's worked really well for them. And I would say the same case with the one EDP. I don't think it'll ever get old. There's never going to be a bad evening for you to wear the one EDP, is how I look at it. So it comes down to if it smells good to you and you want to wear it, the relevance of what other people think on if it's played out or not is just that. It's irrelevant. So that's the best advice and answer I can give for that, is if you like it, that's all that matters. I have a ton of Astros hats. It's just kind of the outline of the blue kind of goes with the shirt. I got a ton of baseball hats, but what I have the most of as far as baseball hats is Astros hats. I have about 40 Astros hats, so don't worry. You've seen me in a ton of Astros hats, I would think. If you've been a subscriber for longer than the 14 days, you had to be just a comment in this chat. So I'm sure you've seen me in a bunch of them. Paying for is the way to do it. I get away from the wife that way. Mango Thai Lime is a phenomenal fragrance. From Canada, I would say Ross would look good in a Blue Jays hat. I don't have a Blue Jays hat. I love the logo. Always have. I have like at least half of the league, if not more. I got hats from most of the teams in the MLB. I got to say, when you compare the older formula as it settles to the newer one, it kind of falls flat when you're smelling them side by side. This falls a little flat. I didn't think this would be able to dwarf it. Dwarf it might be the wrong phrase. Oh, the Expos was even better. Yeah, the Expos logo is legit. Yeah, that's better than the Blue Jays logo, in my opinion. It still has that metallic tone to it. The spice isn't overdone. It's still a fresher spice. There's a little bit of warmth here, but it's fresher overall still, even 20 minutes in, versus the original formula. Like I said, if you have the old one, you don't need the new one. But if you don't have the old one, new one's better. New one's definitely better. And performance is going to be ridiculous, I'm sure. So this one might not go to an hour. I don't know. Depends on if you guys want to keep chopping it up beyond this. You let me know. I mean, I still have a lot going on. That's kind of why the camera angle of the love seat right here is full of stuff. We're doing all the clothes today. So the wife vacuum sealed these vacuum sealed bags for the clothes. So literally my entire wardrobe was wrinkled. So we're having to wash and dry them all because they're so wrinkled that just throwing a damp towel in the dryer with them isn't enough to de-wrinkle them. And you don't want to sit there and steam clean my entire wardrobe. So my whole wardrobe is being washed and dried today. Well, it's going to be more than one day. I have just hoodies. I have like 60 plus hoodies, 50 to 60 hoodies, roughly. That's a lot of loads of clothes just because you can only do so many hoodies in a load. So I saw Justin was covering. I popped in and out of Justin's live stream twice earlier. I've seen stuff about it, but it's not like, oh my God, I need to get this. It didn't compel me to that point. Will I try it eventually? Yes, but it's not a release that's super exciting to me. If that makes sense. Like, it doesn't excite me. Like, wow, thank God Parfums de Marly's putting out a new release. While I do enjoy a lot of the offerings from the brand, I have several bottles from them. I don't know. I want to say yesterday's live stream, Randy, or Tuesday's live stream. Randy said something about somebody said it's like Leighton without apple. So the first opinion I hear is Leighton without apple, and it's like, that doesn't excite me at all. So obviously I need to be my own judge. I will get a carded sample at some point, but where it stands right now, I'm not excited about it. It doesn't sound like something that I'm going to need to get just based off of what I'm hearing and reading. So we'll see. Yet to be determined, obviously. Came in today proud of you, Absolute Chico Musk, Avant, Blue Seduction, and Eternal Coffee. That's a damn good one. Yeah, you do you, Ross. Just sold a bunch of us the new formula. I'll blame it on you when the wife asks. I mean, you know how many guys blame me when it comes to their wife asking why'd you buy these fragrances? Over the years, I've heard that a lot, actually. There's wives that I guess playfully hate me. Like they don't really hate me, but they're like, stop selling him on fragrances. I'm not trying to sell anybody or anything. I'm just talking about it. You are all big boys. You can all make your own purchasing decisions. It's getting much woodier. The spice is settling in. It's very smooth. It's not, the tobacco isn't as heavy. It still smells like tobacco, but the balance here is superior because the other notes get to take part. It's more harmonized, would be a good way for me to put it. This doesn't have the same level of harmony among the notes and accords the way the new formula does. This is literally, so far, the time I've spent with it in the 20 minutes, 25 minutes roughly that I've had it on skin, is superior in every way so far. Obviously, hours and hours into development and dry down and everything is yet to be determined, but the early stages in the opening portion of this fragrance, the new formula is superior across the board. Like I said, harmony. There's a better harmony among the notes in the formula. The way it's rebalanced is just much better. Ooh, that's a good one. And tobacco oud. Ooh, man, you got some serious heat coming in. Seem to have similar taste. I love Wanted. That Wanted double. I think Wanted by Night might interest me. If you love the original Wanted by Night's kind of a must. I'll put it to you this way. I have 50 mLs of Wanted, Most Wanted Parfum, 100 ml of the tonic, but I have a 5.1 ounce bottle of Wanted by Night. Small bottles of the rest. Biggest bottle of Wanted by Night, which is a lifetime supply for me. But Wanted by Night, still a lot of people's favorite. It definitely got the most hype. Though it's not my favorite anymore, the Most Wanted has been for a while. I would still say that it's probably one of the most hype-worthy designer fragrances to come out in the last 5-6 years. In my opinion, of course. So if you like Wanted, you would definitely like Wanted by Night. 10-4. Not double, do you? Okay, yeah, because that didn't make sense. Do you think Wanted by Night would interest me? Yeah, I think so. Which I gave my description on why. Red Tabasco. That's hilarious. Red Tobacco. Aiming to make everyone smell me at the gym. Oh, wow. You wearing that to the gym? Good Lord. That was for a long time your dumbbell necklace. I got the kettlebell plate and dumbbell necklace. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It pops off from time to time. It'll get snagged on something. And then that's why the actual link for it's oblong, because I keep having to close it with pliers after I pop it back on. Day before, Blue Atlas, Luna Rosa Ocean EDT, Infrared EDT. Excellent, excellent stuff right there. What should I go with I love when you ask me these. Dark Cherry and Amber, Jimmy Choo Man Blue, Milestone, Bulgari Blue. Ooh, that's going to be tough to pass up right there. Didn't I tell you to wear that on a different gig, though? So I think we're going to rule out Bulgari Blue because I think we've picked that one before, if I remember correctly, for one of your gigs. I believe we've picked that one. If we haven't, go with that. I want to say we did, though. But if not, go with that. But I'll pick something else just in case. So Eternity Flame, I actually sprayed that on my arm a couple of nights ago. That's what's beautiful about having all these fragrances out and easy to get to now. Ideas flow so much better for videos. I'm constantly pulling stuff out to smell that I haven't been doing that with for a long time. Eternity Flame is one of them. Individual, dark cherry and amber, Jimmy Choo Man. I mean, the most interesting one here is dark cherry and amber, because as much as people want to say Baccarat Rouge because it's easy to say Baccarat Rouge, it's much more different to Baccarat Rouge, I think, than anything else, because it's got this black cherry and praline sweetness. I think it's beautiful. I think it's different. It's different for you to wear to a gig. I'm going with Banana Republic Dark Cherry and Amber. That's my recommendation. What you choose to do, you can't go wrong with any of them, obviously. And I stand by what I said in the beginning. I could have swore we've picked Bulgari Blue before for one of your gigs. If we didn't, and I'm mistaken, go with Bulgari Blue. That's the best fragrance in this list, in my opinion. If we have picked it, go with Dark Cherry and Amber. That's my 2 cents, my vote. Thank you for asking. I love when we do this. I love when we do stuff like that. Hearing Leighton without apple concerns me too, as I'm not really a fan of Leighton, but I love vanilla, so I'm curious. And it's probably really good, but if it's similar, if it's reminding people of Leighton already, then I don't need it. I won't need it. But again, I have to be my own judge, because opinions are like assholes. They're not special, and everybody's got one. You know what I mean? The opinions are not special. Everybody has an opinion. So I have to be my own judge, as I would encourage you to do the same, because this conversation might be like, we're worried about it, and then it's like, oh, holy shit, it's the best release they've ever put out. I don't think that's going to be the case, but that's also an assumption to think that, because I haven't smelled it. I don't know. So until we try it, you and I both, Andre, until we try it, we won't know for certain. That's fair. I don't think it'll be better, but I mean, you can always wait for the clone for sure. Joining late, Banana Republic Vintage Green, amazing green tea and fig, phenomenal. I don't get much fig out of it though. Get more fresh greens. Eclat versus I am Yoshimiyaki Wood and Wood. Ooh, Nick, why you doing me this? Why you do me like that, Playboy? Oh shit, you're killing me here. That's tough because I really like Wood and Wood. Surprised me. It's such a blue fragrance. But I got to stick with Brioni Eau de Parfum Eclat. It's too good. It's too good. Wood and Wood is underrated, underappreciated. It does dry down woody. The opening will make you think it's named incorrectly because it's a very blue fragrance. But Eclat, I can't pick against it. It's hard to pick against it. That was awesome. So whatever cinematographer you hired for that, which I don't know how many of you saw the new commercial for Manhattan that Niles did with the over-the-shoulder shots and everything, and him with the suit in Manhattan. That was stellar. That was some great video work. Whatever the cinematographer that you hired, he did a great job. I'm assuming they did the editing as well. It really fit the theme of the fragrance. So any of you that haven't seen it, go to any of the City Rhythm social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, his Facebook group, anywhere, and check it out. In fact, hell, let's watch it. Let's go to Instagram. Let's watch it because it's actually very, very well done. Let me pull up City Rhythm. There we go. All right. Here we go. City Rhythm's page. Is it this one? It is this one. Okay, let's go to Reels. It's this one. Just in case. I don't know if that's copyrighted music or not, but just in case. Oh, is that just for the cover? That's just for the cover. So wrong one. Must be this one then. Yeah, there we go. There's Niles, by the way, for those of you that don't know what Niles looks like. So just because you have the license to the music doesn't mean I do, Niles, so we're not getting any audio. I don't want to risk a copyright strike here. Beautiful atomizer. Because, see, I thought the juice was a little lighter when I saw that, and then I get it, and it's straight up clear. I wasn't expecting that. Because, see, your suit shines through, so it still looks kind of blue there. But this is my favorite parts, is the over-the-shoulder shots. It's very well done in a variety of spots. So it's replaying now. Yeah. So we watched it. But, yeah, it's short, to the point, and very well done. that sweetness is coming in a little bit more, and it's maintaining its fresh pace. I appreciate that. So this is going to do so much better in the warmer climate. It's like you reformulated it for my move, because now I'm in a humid climate. I'm in the Florida Panhandle, which is, most of the year not good for this. This can be done. This is now even more of a signature scent, which this was the most everyday business professional interesting signature scent of the house, in my opinion. I've always looked at this as the signature scent from City Rhythm, whereas now I think the fresher formula, I think it offers itself to more people now. You don't have to be more northern coasted. Gulf Coast, you can get away with wearing this year round now. Now, it still might be a little much for those super mega hot days, but not really. Not really. I'm sure the tobacco will come out a lot more if it's muggy outside, but that metallic tone, which I'm attributing to the violet leaf, I think is really taking hold here. The card's beautiful, too. That myrrh's got to be the sweetness. Ambery feels probably the labdanum, because it doesn't really come across leathery. So, because labdanum can be leathery, it can be ambery, it can do a variety of things. It depends on the oil and where it's sourced. But man, this is really good. Oh, so there is some vanilla in here, so that's probably the sweetness. But the myrrh is probably kind of walking the same path with it. And it's not too smoky. It's not too woody. The vetiver is not an earthy type of vetiver. It's more of a fresh woody feel. That bergamot's pretty much gone at this point. Very well composed, sir. Bravo. Bravo. Wearing Mucor Cologne, the OG, 101 degrees in H-Town. Oof. Believe it. About to cop Spice Bomb, the original, Spillbound, and Arrow's Flame. Can't wait. Sounds like some good ones to me. Lodisi Sport. I haven't wore it yet. I did the first impressions. I haven't wore it yet. I get so much stuff all the time. And who was the model that got hired for the Manhattan commercial? Yeah, there you go. My man takes care of himself. He lives in the gym too. I'm considering grabbing Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. Would you recommend the old gray bottle over the newer one? So I don't have the older one that's got the painted sides. I have the newer one. Well, the last rendition, technically, where it was translucent glass all the way around, and it performed great. It was rich, sweet cherry, a lot of almond, bitter almond. I haven't tried. I believe they've changed the bottle again, but I'm not certain of that. But my bottle is like 3 years old. It's the version after they stopped doing the painted sides to the glass, around the time that the L'Intense went from a solid black bottle to clear glass. I have that version. And it's good. With the gray on the side, in my opinion, it's better. Well, there you go. There's an opinion from Joel. Creed Original Vetiver just received my Halloween Mint Hero today. Can't wait to wear it. I hope you enjoy it. Definitely going to get my nose on it for sure. Pegasus is still my favorite release from them, and it doesn't get much love. It does not, and it's very, very good. Milky, cooling, bitter almond, loads of heliotrope. Very unique fragrance. Super unique. Nothing smells like Pegasus. Anything that smells like Pegasus is trying to smell like Pegasus, is how you can look at it. It's very original. Fifth Element. Okay, leaning towards a lot. They do work for Netflix. Well, it makes sense. It's very well done. It's a very well shot video. Like I said, my favorite parts is the 3 different cuts of over the shoulder in different spots. I think that was very well done. Rex for Gigs. It's been Night Vision EDP, Percival, and Sublime. Okay, so it wasn't Bulgari Blue. I did ask you comparing them when you first bought it. Oh, that's what it was. So Bulgari Blue tonight, Banana Republic tomorrow. New list for Sunday. There you go, big dog. That works out. Because I could have swore we discussed this in a live chat. That's why I was saying I could have swore it was a recommendation, but that's what it was. Thank you for reminding me of what it actually was. So I was slightly mistaken. I wasn't off completely, but I was slightly mistaken. Commercial captures the light and dark of the fragrance. Nice one. Well said, Joel. Well said. I wear it in the Texas heat, and it does well. So there you go. And that's similar heat. That's actually hotter than what I'm doing here. Because, Niles, you're in the Southeast. You're in the somewhat Houston area for the most part, which is where I was. And it was hotter there than it is here. Even though it says feels like 103 and 105 and stuff every day, there's a constant breeze here. And it's hot, but it's not overbearing like it was in Texas or in Louisiana. So if it works well for you there, it'll be fine for me here. I think I'm going to take advantage of that Macy's sale on the 24th. Finally get Allure O Extreme. Man, I'm kind of jealous because I've put off getting it for so long. And there's so many other things I want to buy this month. And I want to get Victory Elixir. I want to get 1 Million Royal. Like there's other things I have my eye on, but I've been putting off getting that for so long. 2654 is amazing. Until New Orleans and St. John and stuff like that came out, it was my favorite. It's still like it's St. John, 2654, and New Orleans. It's my three favorites in no particular order. Like I guess the bias of being a Saints fan and being from 52 miles southwest of New Orleans makes me want to say New Orleans is my favorite, but I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them. St. John, 2654, and New Orleans Jazz and Blues. That's my three favorites from the house. Now, this jumped up above Miami Tropical Seduction because Miami Tropical Seduction was above this for me. I like this new formula more than the old one, so I'm going to want to wear this one more. Not that I wear them all the time because, again, over 1,000 fragrances here, guys. We're talking like 1,300 fragrance range roughly, even after trimming down because it was around 1,500. But this is better. It's so much fresher than it was before. They're kind of what and what as they dry down now. They're starting to dry down. They're kind of becoming the same fragrance. It's mainly that top that's a bit different. I think so. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's one of the best designer releases of the year. Copper Steel fragrances in the house. New studio looking good. I'm not even close to settled in yet, man. And this is just temporary, the way we're shooting everything right now. But I'm glad to see you here. I can't wait to try Watermelon Triple X, by the way. Seems like it. Been wanting O Extreme for like a year now, depriving myself. Really trying to get Briona Eclat to work with my skin, just doesn't like it. That's unfortunate. I think I saw you comment about it earlier, getting like 2 hours. That sucks. I get average performance from it. It's not a beast or anything, but it's not weak on me. I get like 7 hours range of longevity. I love it. I'm a fan. Super versatile. Skin chemistry is a real thing. That indeed. DJ, what's going on? Glad I was able to catch the live wearing Signature Noir. We got about 7 more minutes because we covered what I wanted to cover here with the new formula that I think is for the better of City Rhythm Manhattan, which I have a much older bottle because he's been with these bottles for a while, but the plate has a Manhattan Skyscraper and the juice is different now because the last rendition was still a blue colored juice, a brighter blue than this. This has darkened and more of a dirty turquoise over the years because this is like 2+ years old, over 2 years old, this bottle. And then this is a lot more bergamot at the top, metallic, fresh and spicy. It doesn't start to warm up till about a half hour in. And even then, it's really not all that warm. This is superior in every way, shape, or form for those of you jumping on. The new formula is superior. Dries down, starting to dry down to pretty much the exact same fragrance, but the openings are different enough. Spray ombre leather. There's almost zero leather. It's like pure jasmine. Really? With ombre leather? Holy shit. I'm shocked. No leather accord. Like, at all. Just straight up jasmine. Damn. I'm surprised to hear that. I love the way it smells too. Thanks for the review, Ross. Excited about the new Manhattan. Well, so far so good. I mean, I've had it on skin for like 45 minutes, so obviously that is not the full story. That's not total development. That's not a full wearing. It's just an early impression of it because Niles told me the biggest difference here was the opening. So I felt like that's why I wanted to do a live stream because we can discuss the opening in a live stream. Now, if it was completely reformulated and there's been drastic changes to the formula where it's going to be different as it develops or performance possible changes, that would warrant a recorded video where I got to spend some time with it. Whereas this, we could cover this in a live stream, and it's more interactive and engaging this way. So thank you for sending it my way, Niles. I mean, obviously no secret Niles sent it to me, but I mean, If it would have been shit, I would have told you guys it was shit. It's just Niles doesn't put out shit. Niles puts out really good stuff. Yeah, I don't even like leather fragrances, and it's my favorite fragrance. Well, I'll be damned, Nick. I guess that worked out. Boz is in the house. Good to see you, Boz. How are you? Anything like 30 minutes of leather, but it's super light. Damn, I'm very surprised to hear that, Nick. Congrats on the move to Florida. I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Headed and get a quick workout, Ross, but thank you so much for reviewing it. Thank you for sending it my way, Niles. Great commercial, great reformulation. But I look at it this way: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't go screwing with any of the other fragrances. The other fragrances are too good. Now, it could be the same thing where I didn't think anything needed to be improved here, but damn it, you improved it. So take what I mean. My opinion is just that. It's my opinion. Do whatever you want with your business. But the other fragrances, in my mind, nothing wrong with them. Don't need to be changed. But if you do change something, obviously I want to check it out because you always do great work. Keep up the great work. One of the best independent niche brands in this space, continuing to evolve and grow. I appreciate you, my friend. Have an awesome workout. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for the continued support of the channel by sending me some stuff from time to time to discuss with these beautiful people. Appreciate you. I want to blast Club Anyway Intense Man at my family gathering for Labor Day. Booyah. There you go. There you go. City Rhythm, have a great workout. Held off on getting beast mode fragrances because any scent profile and concentration just pops off my skin. So you have great skin chemistry then. You have great skin chemistry. That's awesome to hear. You're one of the few and the proud, I guess we'll say. Slacking on my workouts during my vacation. So I haven't been slacking on my workouts. I've been slacking on counting calories and stuff. Like I'm holding a lot more water. I don't have as dry of a look right now. Like I'm retaining a lot more water because I've been eating whatever. So I started tracking macros today. Like the only carbs I've really had, I had a ratio protein yogurt, which has like 3 grams of sugar and 5 grams of carbs total. I had egg beaters, 4 servings of egg beaters, egg whites, 4 whole Eggland's Best eggs, and that yogurt was my post-workout meal. And then I had 2 of these. So it's only 2 grams of sugar and 16 grams of carbs in total because it's sugar alcohols. So I'm cutting back the carbs, obviously good fats and stuff. I'm going to eat just chicken tenderloins that I'm going to grill on the skillet later with a cut-up onion. I'm going to saute an onion. So it's going to be miserable tonight, but I'm going back to counting calories because you get the beach body going. I'm on the beach now. You know what I mean? So I've been slacking as far as that. Like my arms are always vascular. You know what I mean? It's just the rest isn't as vascular as I'd like it to be. And I slowed down on losing weight. I've been hovering. Haven't changed. I haven't gone up, haven't gone down. I've been eating around maintenance, been eating more carbs than I should. So I need to start tracking macros. So speaking of, at some point, I'm going to try it. That one I want to try. That one I definitely want to try. And I bet it costs ridiculous amounts of money. I wonder if it's on their website. Let's see. I'm curious. Let's go to Creed Boutique. Type in Aventus. No, I don't want to sign up for the latest news. I don't think it's on their site yet. It's not on the .com site. It might be on the French site, but it's not on the .com site. I want to see what it costs. I bet it's ridiculous because retail on regular Aventus is in the range of $500. This 75 ml is probably more than that. Good to see you, Boz. That lemon thing looks yummy as hell. Oh, these are delicious. These are delicious. I love them. These and the Ted Irvine bars. That's what I eat most of the time. I love my favorite protein bar is Metric Super Cookie Crunch, the big 400-gram bars. But it's too much sugar. Like if I was just eating whatever, bulking or just not trying to diet, trying to be in a deficit, which now I'm starting back today. So I was eating some of those, but the peanut butter cup one's really good too. So those are my favorites to eat. It's a meal replacement bar basically. But when I want to cut the carbs back, I'll eat stuff like this because barely any carbs. Low glycemic. Doesn't really impact your insulin much. get rid of this gut. I'm still constantly trying to get rid of mine, man. Love handles are the hardest thing to get rid of. It is the last thing to go. I've never not had some love handles in my life. Granted, they're much smaller than they used to be, but they're still there. They're so hard to get rid of. It's not, there's no workout for it. It's you have to eat less calories than your body needs to run during the day for an extended period of time. And that's the last part of body fat to go. You'll lose it in your face first, your arms, your lower legs. It's literally the outer portions of your body, the outer extremities are the first to lose body fat. And then it slowly makes its way to the middle, which that's the absolute middle, the muffin top. It's the last thing to go. So there's suffering involved to get rid of it because you got to be in a caloric deficit. So let's say 2,500 calories every day is what it takes for your body to operate. That's your maintenance level. You need to eat at least a few hundred calories less every day and exercise in some form or fashion for however extended period of time, depends on your metabolism. So there's no magical fix. There's no crunch, no ab workout, no nothing. That's to build and tone muscle. That's not going to burn. You can't spot burn. You can't burn body fat like, all right, I'm going to burn fat here today. I'm going to burn fat in this spot today. It doesn't work like that. So it's not necessarily about advice other than you just got to eat better at lower calorie than what your body needs. You got to figure out your body mass index and what your maintenance calorie level is based on your specific body type and your daily activity level. You got to find that out. There's calculators online for it and stuff to give you an idea. And you got to eat less than that is the goal every day. Hawass and chill and have a chill weekend. Been hitting the gym for a couple of weeks now. I hope you're enjoying it. You adjust your workout routine to deal with the heat. No, I'm sweating more. I love that we have the pit. So I can just sweat my ass off in the pit. I mean, I was drenched. That's not what I wanted to do. So speaking of, so those of you familiar with some of the Project Rock clothing, so I just want to give you an idea. Like, here's me sweating my ass off a couple of days ago. And no, it's not make-believe in Photoshop. That's what I fucking really look like. Assholes. Not you guys, the stupid people that say that shit. So this is today, and see this 365 hard work coming in the background of the shirt? That only shows up when it gets soaking wet. See, it's coming out more when you sweat your fucking ass off. This is today. As yesterday, they reposted it. Now, granted, this is with a pump and sweating my ass off, but yep, holding too much water. Got to get back to tracking macros. So, yeah, thank you for asking. Yeah, the high humidity, I'm actually very excited about it. Very, very excited about it because I've been sweating. It's like working out in a sauna. Now, I didn't do yesterday was leg day. I did not do legs in that because I don't want to train I don't want to be laying back in a leg press like that, just fucking totally drenched. It's the belt squat and the V squat and everything's inside anyways on the other portion of the gym. So I did legs indoors yesterday. But today was great. And tomorrow's going to be great too. It's arm day tomorrow. So I like training out in the pit. Old, rusted up weights and equipment. Like, they're fully functional. They work really well. But you sweat your ass off. I love it. I was just drip with sweat. It's awesome. And then I go do cardio after. So I'm literally like, I'm back on it this week trying to cut down. Spice Bomb Extreme versus the Most Wanted. I'm going to go with Spice Bomb Extreme. Most of the time, I'll pick the Spice Bomb flanker. It'll be a rare situation where I wouldn't pick the Spice Bomb flanker in a versus. And that goes for every Spice Bomb flanker. Indeed, Andre, you just got to stick to it, my man. Going with a couple guys from work who are serious about it. That's the best thing. Find some people that'll get you motivated, and then you'll find motivation in other things once you get in your rhythm and get a little bit of a routine. A ton of those Lenny and Larry. So those are full of pea protein and soy proteins. That's why I don't eat those. That's junk protein. I'm not a vegan. I eat meat. I want milk proteins and animal proteins and stuff like that. So I never like the Lenny's and Larry's because it's all pea protein and soy protein. Colombian sugar is good for losing weight. I hear that too. You're going to lose muscle too because you're not going to eat. So popping in late. What have I missed so far? Pretty much the entire stream, Jared, but that's okay. It happens. I don't expect you to make every single stream and be here for the whole time, my man. I appreciate you. Because we're shutting it down here in a second. We covered everything. The tapeworm diet. There you go. There's getting the parasites always an easy way to lose some weight. You can get the flu. The flu, you lose some weight over a couple of days. When I had COVID beginning of last year, I lost like 11 pounds. I was lean, boy, when I got back to the gym. Because I was out of the gym for almost 2 weeks. I lost like 11 or 12 pounds, I think it was. But boy, I was lean as shit when I got back to the gym. I wish I was that lean again. I was down to like 182. It's the lowest I've weighed in a while. I was lean. I was real lean. Shit, where's those pictures? I got to scroll back for that. I still got my Instagram pulled up. Let me find those pictures. Well, I just want to show you guys. After COVID, I was small. I mean, I was still muscular, but the body fat was much lower because I hadn't really been eating much. I was making myself drink protein though. I didn't want to lose much. I tried to lose as little muscle as possible. After that, let's see. Where is it at? Just real quick, because we're going to shut it down here in a second, but I just want to show you guys. Obviously, I gained it back relatively quick after that. Did I pass it up? Yeah, here it is. So I was a bit smaller. You can see it in my face even. Like I was like 182. That was 45 weeks ago. So a little less than a year ago. I got COVID is what it was. Yeah, so that sucked. But I lost a bunch of weight. That was my first day back at the gym. Was that picture. What else? Hope y'all having a good day. Ruben, I can't complain. We're in Naja from Latafa. Hit them with it, guys. Hit them with it because I'm going to wait till fall gets closer because I'm not even really thinking fall fragrances right now. Back to 14% after my bulk. The muffin is here. At 14%? Really? I'll push and eat a little bit less in the next few weeks, go to 12, 13. So I still need to get under 20. I'm still right around 20. 19, 20, 21 range is where I've been hovering. Well, if I could get down to like 13, I'd be mean. Oh, I'd be mean looking at 13%. It's hard as fuck to get to, though. For me, it's hard as fuck to get to. I think I'm at like, I'm lower than 20 right now. I got to check. I got to be at least 18, I would think. Those people yelling Photoshop are jealous. So what it is I do a color filter. I've said it so many times. I've made posts about it and everything. It's an HDR filter. For those of you that don't know what HDR means, high dynamic range. It's a color filter. That's it. That's it. I get tired of hearing that shit, man. Looking yoked. Watch out, Florida beachgoers. Yeah. Yelling Photoshop in the most envious fashion. Man, anybody that wants to say that, fuck you. And we'll leave it at that. Ross the Boss versus the Muss. Ross the Muss. Oh, I guess short for muscle, I'm assuming. Late to the live. Jason, good to see you. Hope everyone's feeling great and smelling amazing. Nice job in live. Yeah, I caught the tail end of that. Literally right when Jason mentioned my name. I had just turned it on. So I appreciate the kind words that you said, man. I'm glad I can influence you in a positive manner. You got my voice back yet? Dedrick's the man. Yeah, Dedrick's good people, man. Probably in the next 2 months, I'll be heading his way to Jacksonville. Go hang out with him. Start doing coke. Slim up quick. Just kidding. Don't. Yeah, don't do that. Bro, I'm underweight. I'm like 4%. No way, Nick. 4%? 4%? That's pretty unhealthy. That's stage ready. 4%? Come on, man. 4. Are you exaggerating a little bit? Maybe you're like 10? Because 4 is crazy. When you're raw screaming, pow. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. Gris Charnel today. Nice. A little too feminine for my taste. I like it, though. I haven't tried the X-Straight. I tried the Eau de Parfum. I haven't tried the X-Straight. Maybe we do. You're not going to get that, guys. Sorry, that's not going to be a thing. I apologize if you're looking forward to that. Scent of the day, Tarothi Blue. So on that note, we'll go ahead and shut it down, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. It was good to chat with you guys. Just quick recap. If you have an older formula of Manhattan, totally redundant to get the new one. But if you don't have this, or the previous version where it was still blue juice, this is superior, because this is the same formula that was all the way up to the bottle like this that had blue juice. So now it's different colored juice. It's fresher. You get a lot more juicy, bitter bergamot at the top, distinctive bergamot. It starts to settle into a metallic violet leaf smell. Then the spices and the vanilla myrrh combos start to settle in. And the woods have kind of taken over at this point with a light spice, and it's still fresh. Spicy, but still fresh. So it is superior. Kudos to Niles. I didn't think it was broken to need fixing, but turns out it's better. So make sure to like this stream before you leave. Check out today's video if you haven't yet. Check out City Rhythm Fragrance. TLTG family will save you 7% off your purchase. No, it is not an affiliate link. It's just there for you guys that support the channel, that want to check out some of the offerings. I would suggest getting some 10 mLs or seeing if there's some samples somewhere on the site. Check it out for yourself. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.